as you walk through the valley of the shadow of hell, you will realize that there is something ahead. Something that lurks behind the dark veil. A veil that is beyond our own comprehension. Beyond the void.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void
Horror Podcast.
That's right, it's episode 134 this week. Today, we're going to be doing our GravePlots. So if you guys are new to this and you've never heard of that, we make up a movie on the spot by pulling some of your fake movie titles out of a crystal skull with diamond eyes. And some of ours are in there as well. Some of our past guests and things that have done it with us are also in there as well. So we have quite a slew of stuff. We come up with the whole story, all the kills, everything. And then I will make a fake VHS cover and oftentimes a trailer for the entire movie, a fake one made up of all the different movies that would make sense to make it, which is always a huge undertaking for us. So I hope you guys check that out this week because we're recording, Tuesday now? So to this week.
Well, this week, yeah.
Yeah, so that I have more time to do this shit. But it's kind of nice though, right? Like, it's like we can get this out of the way and then, if we have something to do this weekend, well, not me, but...
No. Oh, womp womp.
But how have you been doing? How's it going, Brittany?
It's horrible.
Yeah?
I don't know. I feel like I'm always like, good.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's good. Let's move
fine.
along.
It sucks.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing happened this week for you? You didn't do anything fun?
Sir.
Didn't you go out or something like this weekend or something?
What did I do? Oh, yeah, we had Lust this past weekend.
I was going to say.
That was fun.
Yeah?
We had a really good time. Got, bloody and gross, and that's the way it is. It was fun. I had a really good time. We always have fun. Like, we always just do what we do.
Yeah.
It's always crazy. We kind of just do what we want, which is fun. Which now we're like, this sucks. We don't have a venue anymore, so...
Oh, you didn't do it at a venue
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you did? This was the last time.
This is it, because the Rogue is closing May 1st.
That's right.
So, we are homeless now, so that's shitty.
You'll find something.
But, yeah,
Well, I had my birthday weekend. I did a stream and our internet cut off right in the middle of the stream. I was ecstatic about doing the fucking thing. I had all this alcohol, everything lined up, and everybody's like, hey, we can hear you, but everything's all fucking up. So my internet service provider, otherwise known as ISP, Cox Communications, decided to fuck us over. I was so mad, dude. Like, I was like...
They're good at that.
Yeah, well, I definitely obsess about things sometimes, but fuck, man, I was so pissed. And now we've been having intermittent internet. Like this past Monday for you guys the episode that we put up for Pet Cemetery, guys, it took me an hour and a half of trying to upload a 100 megabit file because it wouldn't upload. It was doing it at 0.59 megabits up, and I'm supposed to get like 30. It's driving me out. We're actually out of internet right now as we're recording this, so.
It makes my eye twitch.
But I did salvage the stream and then had a lot of really cool people show up. So that was a lot of fun. And I got super shit-faced. I think I ended that stream on Whoop That Trick, from Hustle and Flow. just drunk out of my head. And then the next day, I thought I was dead.
Yeah.
Because it was terrible.
Yeah.
Literally, I forgot Rachel's birthday, who was on the exact same day as me, because I was so hungover. And oh my God, I felt so bad about that. But I really was in another place. I
felt like shit Sunday too. Like, I drank a lot.
You probably just did a lot of damage to yourself with everything.
I was laying there and I'm like I can't go to sleep because I might not wake up. I laid there for about 6 hours until the fucking medicine wore off so I could fall asleep. And then right when I start to fall asleep, I've been having these like horrible fucking night terror.
Yeah, I've been doing that
shit
too
for the last 2 weeks, and it's just like on and off. And I dream so fucking like clearly. I can like smell and feel and taste stuff in my dreams, and it freaks me. I lucidly dream, and it freaks me the fuck out.
Right.
So
I've been having these dreams.
That's not fun.
So check this out. I've been having these dreams where like, it's just like, it's like I usually do have lucid dreaming and I'm very in control and I'm almost aware that I'm actually sleeping. It's just really weird. And I almost feel like a painter. I'm creating this dream. Like, what dreams may come?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, fucking Doc, where are you going, buddy? And anyway, so I was having this, I don't even know what it was about, because it's just like one of those things where you're walking forward and you're like, okay, well, I usually walk forward in this dream and it's fine. But then I would be walking backwards, or I was in a mall and there was like a ton of people and I was in a different country and I was with a group of people that I knew and then they disappeared and I'm wandering around trying to find them and I'm in a different town, another country than I was before. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I think that's what it's like for somebody that does have lucid dreaming when their mind is not in control anymore. They just
Mine are all just real violent lately, though. So I'm like
violent, huh?
Violent, like horrifyingly violent. Like it's real bad, but I'm not scared by them. But they're the types of.
I might be.
They're the types of dreams that like sit with you,
right,
all day though. Like they put you in this weird headspace and this weird funk, and
you're not sure why exactly.
Yeah, and it's because all you remember is whatever you dreamed about like 5 minutes before you woke up from it, but you can just feel that it was something horrible.
Right.
When those were the worst is when I would have those coupled with sleep paralysis.
Oh, yeah.
Holy balls. That shit sucks. Thankfully, I haven't had one of those episodes in a couple of years, which is awesome.
It's pretty mentally exhausting when you have those kind of dreams anyway, because you wake up and you feel like you didn't even really sleep at all.
Yeah, you don't.
That's what it's been like the past 2 or 3 nights for me.
Yeah.
Other than the drunk sleep that I got, which isn't really sleep at all.
No, drunk sleep's not sleep either. Like, I'm always like, I love drunk sleep. I don't love drunk sleep.
No.
Drunk sleep sucks.
No, it does. It's terrible.
It is terrible.
So, guys, we're not going to be doing the horror shots today because we don't know what the fucking movie is going to be. So we're going to find that out here in a little bit. But why don't we go ahead and jump right into the fucking news?
Here is the fucking news.
All right, guys, so now we're back. We're going to do some of our news for this past week, and it's going to be a little bit earlier news because we are recording this on a Tuesday, but just things that I want to bring up and talk about with Brittany or just in general. So I found that there is a new game coming out that has been directly inspired by Dead Space.
Dope.
And they're trying to pretty much like cater it to be almost very similar, like a spiritual successor of sorts, because the Dead Space franchise is pretty much dead. Yeah, and floating in space somewhere in someone's mind. But these guys, these group of young guys, started up a new game called Negative Atmosphere, and they showed some gameplay footage of this, and it looks really good. And it's by a company called Sun Scorched Studios. So I guess they did it at one of these like gaming events here, like a convention or whatever. I don't know that it was PAX, but it was one of those, EGX or something like that. But I thought I would share it with you guys. If you guys are fans of the Dead Space franchise and you want to check this out, I'll put a link to the gameplay trailer below. You can also follow them on Twitter through there as well. So just check that out. Also in the news, it looks like Sony Pictures is actually starting up a brand new horror-themed production company called Screen Gems Horror Lab Studio. So they're going to be making exclusively horror because of how popular Blumhouse has been with their studio. So you can definitely tell when the big boys want to step up, although I'm not 100% sure that Sony's going to pull it out, but they did do the Venom movie, which was a little bit darker than normal. I wouldn't consider it a horror movie. I thought it was more of a comedy than anything, but they said, this is on Deadline, by the way, the program aims to collaborate with burgeoning filmmakers to produce horror shorts with the primary goal of developing new original content into feature films. So they're basically going to be scouting for ideas, I would assume, in the industry. And this is probably a good thing because I'm sure that they have a lot of work out there that could be done. And they're probably just going to go through it. Now, I don't know if it's going to be the best horror we've ever seen, but the fact that we have more of it is fine by me. I'll wade through the bullshit that I don't like. So, yeah. I mean, would you be happy? I'm always happy about more stuff. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm always on board for more original content and less remakes.
Well, one of my buddies, too, like in the scene was like, I'm done with horror movies. And I was like, get out. And people were saying, like, in his chat, they were like, hey, they were just kind of like insinuating that there was like, you know, that horror is kind of like a childish thing. And I was like,
it doesn't make sense.
I don't get that either. It's like, but you'll go to a Marvel movie and that isn't?
Right.
Come on.
Like, you played with superhero dolls as a kid.
I don't mind if anybody's done with
superhero action figures or whatever.
Right.
Sorry. As a kid, you didn't play with horror movie action figures.
So what is the adult like stuff that you watch? Boring dramas or like, yeah. I would think porn is kind of childish too, right? Like porn. You have most of your experience with porn when you're younger because you're like fascinated by it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying that people don't do porn, but anyway.
I don't understand that comparison. That's stupid.
Well, we're way off topic anyway, so.
You're off topic.
Yeah, I know. They went on to further say, basically, guys, Sony said, we envision the Horror Lab as another step in the evolution of our label as leading genre supplier. Steve Birch, by the way. He said, we pride ourselves on supporting next-generation creatives and see this as another way to bring exciting new talent and ideas to global audiences. So, says Scott Strauss and Michael Bitar will oversee the program. The ground controls Scott Glasgold, serving as a producer on the shorts and potential feature-length films. So, essentially, they're going to try out some shorts. If they get any traction, they're going to dump a bunch of money behind it. So, if you see these shorts... Yeah, right?
I want to be the one who, like, gets to watch shit that people pitch to me and go, no.
I wouldn't want to be that guy.
Fuck no.
Although I guess maybe I do.
Or like, fuck yeah. Like, I would, yes.
Garbage.
Jump off a bridge.
Not art.
Like, just that short bridge right there. Don't hurt yourself. Just jump off of it and stop making movies.
I think it would be better to have a committee, not just one guy, because then...
It should be a committee, yeah.
But although, you know...
I don't give a fuck about one person's opinion. Like, just one person. Like, no.
Also, in the news, guys, there is another movie that came out last year, actually. Was on Amazon for like a short, like hot minute. A movie called One Cut of the Dead. It was one of the movies that I wanted to watch that was in my list for 2018. I had a few friends that have visited some festivals and they actually enjoyed it or mentioned it and said it was like great or whatever. I even saw like one of my buddies bought like a Blu-ray from like Japan or some shit of the fucking movie. Well, it looks like it's heading for North America with Shudder. So we are finally going to be able to see it. They say that it's acquired all rights in North America to the hit Japanese zombie comedy, One Cut of the Dead. Company said that it had also licensed rights to the film for Australia and New Zealand, where it plans to launch later this year. Shudder negotiated a deal with Adam Terrell, whose production and distribution company, Third Window Films, released the film theatrically in the UK and on English subtitled DVDs. This movie has been kind of like, I've heard a couple of different mixed things about it, and some of it's kind of spoilerific, so I'll just say there's a large portion of this movie that is shot but taking one take. So one continuous take. And that is a feat in itself. But the movie was like technically out, I guess, in 2017. So it's like taken 2 years to fucking come out here. The story is things go badly for a hack director and film crew shooting a low-budget zombie movie in an abandoned World War II Japanese facility when they're attacked by real zombies. So I'd like to check it out. Are you guys excited for it? I've heard nothing but good things, so I hope we get to see it soon. They didn't give a date when it's coming out to Shudder, by the way, so stick to our social media. We'll try to post it there, okay? I love you. It sounded like I was talking to my kid or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, Mom, I love you. Anyway, something that I've seen a little bit of ire online for, and some of my friends on the stream have mentioned, is Preacher is getting its 4th and final season in August. So they're going to be canceling it after that. Season 595 of The Walking Dead will be coming out as well. Totally understand anybody being a little upset about that. Preacher was very creative. I think they lost some of their viewers during the second season a little bit. I think it kind of, because I didn't get to finish it. And I feel bad now that I didn't support it like I should have. But I just have so much shit that I watch. It's like, fuck. Did you ever watch any of it?
I think I've seen the first episode.
Oh my God. You need to finish the first season, dude.
No, I know. It's one of a million. I was excited for it to come out, and then I already had 8 million things to watch. So this is where I land on stuff. I just watch shit way too late typically because I have too many things. Well,
there's a big overarch, story that is involving God, and a lot of people are very upset because they will not be seeing it. They will have never reached their destination fully. So, which really sucks. It really does, because that was a really interesting concept, and it's really funny. By the end of the whole first season, you will laugh your ass off at some of the moments in there, because it's just great. But yeah, a lot of people are pretty upset about that. Are you guys pretty mad that it's not going to be continuing on? Do you feel that there should be another season of The Walking Dead, or can both exist?
Ugh.
I still think
they're doing another spin-off of The Walking Dead.
Right.
I'm like, why? Stop.
It is a bit much.
Stop. Fear the Walking Dead's garbage.
What's the next one?
Stop. And they had to bring characters from The Walking Dead onto Fear the Walking Dead to keep people interested in it. And
I actually didn't mind Fear the Walking Dead.
Big old thumbs down.
It got a little weird, but I'm just saying, I don't know.
No, Mel still watches it. I don't.
I think it's going to be a while. I mean, zombies will always be around sporadically, but I feel like it's been done so much. We even got that Bill Murray movie with Jim Jarmusch.
Is that actually happening?
Yes, that's a real thing.
Okay, because
it definitely
everything got shared on April Fool's Day, and I was like, I'm trusting no one.
No, it really is real. I looked it up, did research. They had articles on it back in January. That would have been, and they even started their Twitter in July of last year. So.
Okay. Well, it could just be a really long played April Fool's Day.
Wow.
Who knows?
I don't know, man. Everybody wants to do their zombie film. I get it. If you're a horror fan in any facet, you think about that. And so, how would you do it? I don't know.
I just wouldn't touch anything related to zombies anymore.
Well, you got the one cut of the dead. Could be good.
Could be.
I don't know. A lot of people are raving about it, so.
We'll see. But if it's a horror comedy or something. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it is a horror comedy.
I'm down for those. Those are fun.
Speaking of sort of horror-ish comedies involving maybe Tim Burton, looks like the Dumbo movie came out, of course. It's not been getting the best reception for a Tim Burton fan especially.
No, I've heard a lot of really good things.
I've heard a lot of bad things, really. Yeah. But he was going to be doing the sequel to Beetlejuice.
I thought that was not going to happen.
A long time ago he did, but then they got... So it came out a little while ago that they were going to be doing a Beetlejuice 2, and it was actually really going to happen. And then it just completely went to dead. The project isn't even in active development. I guess apparently Burton himself was asked what's going on with the sequel, and he replied, nothing. I don't know.
That's fine.
I doubt it. They were will it happen? I doubt it.
That's okay.
So
I'm not mad about it. Just leave it alone.
I think it would have been fun though. Michael Keaton was going to be joining on.
If everybody from the original
it was going to be everybody,
on it, then cool. But if one person from the original movie is not coming back, I don't care.
Well, originally there apparently was a sequel to the Beetlejuice movie already written. Mm-hmm. And this sounds a little hokey to me, but Beetlejuice goes Hawaiian many years ago. And I don't know if they were revamping it and changing it around a bit, but yeah, that was originally the plan.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know what it reminds me of? Have you ever seen Jack Frost, the fucking Killer Snowman movie?
Yeah.
Not the fucking Michael Keaton one.
I like the Michael Keaton one.
Yeah. Which is funny. We're talking about Beetlejuice too here.
And Michael Keaton.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but if you've ever seen Jack Frost 2, then you've probably heard of the abomination that is Jack Frost 2, which, good Lord, that is a bad movie. We're going to have to do that this year.
Oh, God.
Jack Frost and Jack Frost 2.
Boo.
Randy Quaid is in the second one, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
It's terrible. I don't remember everything about it, but it's not like a lot of people are saying. I remember watching a little bit of it and turning it off like 3 times.
Same.
Because I couldn't get through it. I was like, you destroyed it.
I know I've never finished it.
This is why we can't have nice things, people. Anyway, so it reminds me of like them going to Hawaii and the snowman somehow being there or something in the beach. Like, what the fuck? Anyway.
It makes sense for sandworms, I guess.
I just don't get it.
Beach.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you be happy to see Beetlejuice 2? Do you think it's a dead concept and should be left alone? Or are you still hoping that, that something might come out of it, Because everybody's getting pretty old now, so...
If you're going to do it,
yeah.
do it now.
Although I don't think the father would be in it, because isn't he kind of like in trouble with like child pornography or some shit?
Is he?
Wasn't there that fucking shit with him?
I don't know.
Ed, or no, his name was Ed in Ferris Bueller. Ed?
He's a principal.
Yeah.
God, I love that movie.
That's a funny one.
So good.
Funny teen comedy, I guess. Anyway, guys, that's it for the news. All right, guys, so now we're going to go ahead and jump into our grave plots where we make up a movie on the spot off the top of our fucking melons. So buckle the fuck up and get ready for
GravePlots.
All right, Brittany, it's your turn now. You got you hear her shaking it up, shaking the beans and the skull.
What is in there? Oh, it's fuzz.
Oh. It's a spider!
I was like, bah! I'm not reaching my hand in there.
So this could definitely be one of your guys because we've pulled ours out quite a few times.
It's not.
It's not. Oh, okay. So this could be a listener submission.
It's one of yours again.
No, it isn't. Is it? What is it?
Rabid Suburban Poodles.
Oh, that's Sagas.
Is that Sagas?
Yeah, that's Mike Sagas. It is Mike Sagas. It's an old one.
Oh,
that's from
Saga.
a year ago, dude.
Rabid Suburban
Poodles.
I don't think he spelled poodles right.
Yeah, that's based off the Chud movie in part 2, where they talk about Rabid Suburban Poodles or some shit like that because he kills the mailbox guy. Like the fucking mailman comes out and the dog's dead and kills the mailman and drags him off.
I don't really know how we can make that into a thing. Poodits. It looks like it says Poodits.
What if it's like a rich community?
I mean, do you think we could do a thing off of it?
I mean,
if you have an idea, then we can just build on it.
I think,
that.
What if it's like a rich community and this lady who breeds poodles, something happens, and then it goes out and attacks a bunch of rich people, kills people in the neighborhood.
Man poodles.
Huh?
I said man poodles. It's fine. I can roll with it.
So, yeah, what if you think it's like some fucking poodles in this really upscale rich neighborhood somewhere, I don't know, in the country. I don't care where it is. It doesn't really matter. It's just an upscale rich community.
So you're like a gated community.
Yeah,
no
it could
one
be.
Can get out.
Well, is it suburbs then considered?
That's suburbs, yeah.
Is it?
I
Is
don't fucking know.
upper class communities considered suburbs?
I mean, my apartment is gated, so...
Right. Well, let's just say it's like a suburban town that's it's its own country almost. You know what I mean? And they this one lady breeds poodles there. I don't know. Breeds poodles for the people in the neighborhood and sells them or whatever. And something goes wrong and they start attacking people and they fucking go into the city and start murdering people or something. You know what I mean? Or it'd be kind of funny to watch rich people get killed. Because I hate rich people. I'm just kidding.
Eat the rich.
I'm just kidding. It's not like that.
Eat the rich. They can literally just eat the rich.
There you go. Yeah, that could be the fucking tagline, Brittany.
Eat the rich.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Rabid Suburban Poodles eat the rich. Maybe it's like
Bite the rich or eat the rich.
What if it's like a Republican community? No,
Perfect.
Do you know what I mean? And like some Democratic fucking guy
releases a
virus that they were doing in a science lab. They're like, oh, you don't believe in science, do you? Well, we're gonna fucking.
It's great.
I don't want to get too political. Oh man, that's bad.
How about then we just make it a rival dog breeder? It's a rival poodle breeder that releases this, or that fucks with.
Or it could be a scientist that gets evicted by the people that live in this neighborhood.
And he's mad because he wants a poodle.
Right, but he's like a scientist. He gets his science lab closed up.
Science lab.
Yeah. It's like no more fucking making like cool stuff to teach the kids about.
No more science lab for you, science guy. Yeah.
There is no science here, only God.
Only God. Only God can judge me. Not your science.
Stupid science.
Ugh.
Wait, you're driving a car, but that's not science. No, God made it.
God made the car. God made Toyota.
Yes.
Thank you, God. Oh wait, God made Ford. What's the American car? What's an American car?
Ford, yeah. Chevy, Ford.
Dodge,
yeah.
I was like, what's the one that's in fucking Detroit? Dodge, right? It's built in Detroit.
I just think it'd be funny, like, if we definitely had, like...
It's like, Toyota's not American. It's Japanese, isn't it?
Like, it's got to be a science guy, right? Because he's got to introduce this virus or something that causes these poodles. Or maybe the rich people are trying these, like, risky things to make them more pretty or their coats, like, nicer. Poodles. Right. And they use some sort of, like, untested fucking thing, and then they somehow let go of, like, they close their fucking science division or whatever the fuck it is because, whatever it is, and steal the secrets or something. There's got to be some sort of like upper class, lower class fucking rivalry going on, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, not that scientists are like cheaply paid, but I'm sure there's a group of them, like, and maybe it
could just be a smart person that's lower class. That's like
a science hobbyist.
Yeah. I mean, you can be a bomb hobbyist. Yeah.
When he was 3 years old, he got his chemistry set and created the Rabid Suburban Poodle apocalypse.
Perfect. A 3-year-old child.
So should we center the story around the rich people? I think it would be good.
Around killing them? Perfect.
Because, like, if you look at, like, the Santa Clarita diet and stuff, it's kind of like, a little bit upper class, not really, but... It could be bigger than that, but like you could follow them and their follies kind of thing.
They're like upper middle class.
Right.
And then the asshole other realtors are like upper class.
So Saga, this one's for you, buddy. We made your Rabid Suburban Poodles.
Poodits.
It's technically an offshoot of Chud 2, so I don't remember exactly how I forget what it was. They were getting rid of toxic waste in the sewers. Somehow, or they stored it down in the sewers, and it like caused Bud the Chud. I'm a walking.
Lord.
For those of you, that's a sweet little treat for your little ear pussies.
Ew. No. I'm sorry. Never, ever again.
Your ear pussies.
Ew.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't like saying it. Really, it's kind of weird.
Ugh. Stop it! Pussy is such a weird word.
I'm sorry. Everybody's like, oh, click.
Bye.
Click.
Fuck you and your Rabid Suburban pussies.
Christina doesn't like it either. So every now and then. Oh my God, Brittany.
What?
It's like teeth too.
But better.
All right, we got to get real now. Let's start fucking. Okay, so these poodles, somebody's breeding them. And they often sell them in the neighborhood. We know that much. Somebody done fucked up with the kibble or something, or injected them with some fucking crazy shit as a way, an act of revenge to the rich people who fucking don't care about them. Maybe it's just like a house worker and they stumble upon or have friends that have something and they steal it. And
it's like the meter maid.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? It could be like the help.
Meter man.
Could be the help. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Their help.
Eat my shit.
It'd be kind of funny. So what rich family should we surround it? And like, what are their, like what do they do? Like, what's made them rich? And like, what kind of people are they and stuff? Like, what do you envision?
Let's see. People who breed the dogs?
No, well, yeah, maybe they do. Like it could be like the husband or the wife is a hobbyist of that, and they sell them in the neighborhood as just like a fun thing. But maybe the other significant is like doing the big corporate shit. You know what I mean? But this person does like the breeding, and they also do like fundraisers and things like that. And they're always like with their poodles. Come, Chauncey. Come, Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Sunbreeze, come.
I like Pedals the poodle.
Pedals the poodle?
I mean, Pebbles.
Oh, I thought Pedals was kind of cool,
I
too.
like Pedals, too. Fuck it. Pedals the poodle.
And I feel like the owner, like, who do you think should be, like, who is this couple, this power couple, these rich family who does all this stuff? Who's the corporate
Let's see.
entity? And then, like, you know, like, try to break it down. Wiki.
We can have Brenda is a high-powered attorney.
You don't think Margot,
Ew.
or something?
Maggie
sounds too down to earth. It's got to be some like regal name. Do you know what I mean? Like, think of it. Don't you think there should be something that's annoying, almost sounding, Chantel or something, or you know, like, oh, Chauncey. You know, like they call each other pet names and stuff. I don't know what I'm thinking. Like, no offense to anybody with these names. I'm just trying to think of a prestigious name. Like, well, fuck Bob. That sounds like a fucking moron. Dave. Come on, Dave.
Who the fuck is Dave?
Dave did it, brah.
Who the fuck is Dave? What about, like, Bunnie?
Bunnie. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
Bunnie.
yeah, it's like a name you just want to hate.
It's like Bunnie and then Alfalfa is her husband. Perfect.
Alfalfa?
She eats him.
What about Alphonse?
Alphonse. That's good.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Bunnie and Alphonse.
So
Alfonso, technically,
Alphonse.
but he's
So she's a high-powered attorney, maybe like a corporate attorney or some shit. So she makes a bunch of money.
okay.
And then he's like,
Also something, maybe
I think he's just gonna be
the house
a dog
breeder.
show.
He's just the eye candy,
Who's obviously gay.
the arm candy. Who's fucking the pool boy?
He's fucking the pool boy. He's very clearly gay because he likes to wear fancy dresses and host dog shows. I don't know. He breeds dogs.
Private hot dog shows or something like that.
Private, hot, member only.
And he fucks the dogs.
Dog shows. Gross.
Come on, Brittany. Let's get wild.
Ew. No.
All right, I'm out of control. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just trying to wake her up. Wake up, Brittany!
What do we... Alphonse? Is that what we named him?
Alfonso. That's the arm candy.
Alphonse.
So he's the breeder. Or maybe he's not the breeder, but he's commanded to be the breeder because he doesn't really, you know,
He
make...
sucks at everything else?
Yeah, like he's just like an eye candy, sort of like arm candy kind of guy.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? And he's like very... Like, he plays the part well, but really he's just like... You know, just a, I don't know, well-mannered man who likes to fuck poodles. And the pool boy.
And the pool boy.
Oh, who's my little Chelsea? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get you to wake up.
Ew. It's not the way.
Well, so do they have any children or anything like that?
They've got...
Or does she have previous husband children, maybe?
Why can't I think of annoying rich people names?
Alfred?
No. That's always a butler.
Morgana?
No. I like that name. There we go.
Poppy?
Poppy and Stanley.
Poppy Harlow?
Sure.
From fucking... Never mind.
Sure.
I'm not even going to tell you where I know that from. It's a porno. No, I'm not kidding.
Sweet.
With dogs.
Gross.
Everybody watches that, don't they?
No.
Okay. So we got Stanley and Poppy. Stanley's the woman, and I'm just kidding.
Yes. It's even better.
Don't fucking judge.
I'm not. I'm saying that's better.
No, it's not. No, Stanley's the boy, and so Stanley's the boy.
Poppy's also a boy.
Poppy's also the boy, but he's a little slow. Like, I don't mean slow like mentally anything. Just slow.
Just like physically slow? Like
Yeah, no, he's just...
He doesn't run fast?
He's not the brightest tool in the poppy shed. No. in the rich neighborhood. Well, he's stupid because they pay for his grades. They pay for all that shit.
Oh,
he doesn't actually learn. That's all. Yeah, right.
So he's just an idiot.
Right.
You're just going to go with he's an idiot.
Yeah, I wasn't calling him like mentally handicapped or something, Brittany, okay? Don't freak out on me.
I was like, he's just stupid.
I'm not keeping that in. I'm just being stupid. So yeah, like he's almost like a Billy Madison sort of character, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah.
Billy Madison's street smart.
I thought he was like the stupid one.
I mean, get smart.
Okay, whatever. Now we're just tit for tat.
Don't argue semantics with me about Billy Madison because I will win.
Okay. I award you no points. And
we are now all dumber for having listened to that. I award you no points.
So, okay, so what is the story with the kids? Like, is there anything special about it? I just want to add, like, some characteristics with, Stanley, or Poppy. He's kind of like the puppy. It's like they call him Puppy, his nickname, because he's, like, just cute and dumb. You know what I mean? Like...
Perfect.
They kick it in the head.
Yeah. They throw him down the stairs.
Wow.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Burn his hand in hot oil. Whatever.
But Stanley's like the really smart and vindictive one, right? Like, I feel like that one would be, like, you see some moments in the movie where he's like douchebag to maybe some of the tenants at his mom's. She's a lawyer, but she also owns like apartments and like these business buildings or whatever the fuck, and they like evict these people. And she has her son do it because she's trying to train him to be an entrepreneur.
Take over the business. Right.
And to kind of be like the dad in the family, even though Alfonso is the arm candy, but not the brains. And somehow Stanley is. So Poppy's just just Poppy, please, just stop talking. Okay, sit down. You want a candy?
Here's Snickers.
Like, how old are these kids? I feel like they should be in their teens at least.
Stanley, I think, should be like 18.
Okay.
About to go to college, or if he takes over mom's...
Early.
Yeah. If he takes over, whatever. I don't know. I feel like 18 is the normal age to go to college.
Right. He's kind of in charge of the apartment complex, but she just kind of goes along with whatever it is. And the help... Actually, maybe one of the help is actually has like family in that apartment complex, and they kind of like collaborate on something, and these dogs get these injections, and the help, which is what would the name of the help be? Could be a guy or girl, I don't care.
Betty.
Okay.
I don't know.
So Betty is the help in the house. She kind of does everything. They make her do too much and most. They have a gardener and stuff like that, a pool boy, all that shit. And they have neighbors. Should we do neighbors, or does it matter?
I don't think it really matters.
Okay, so what is the main lady's name again?
Oh my God.
I know.
Bunnie.
Alfonso, the arm candy. Bunnie, the like lawyer / entrepreneur, corporate whatever. She's like rich. Alfonso, the arm candy. Stanley, the vindictive. Poppy, the dumb boy, who doesn't actually learn in school because he always just cheats or fucking gets through by getting a passing grade by getting loads of cash. Because I think he's too slow to learn. Then they also have Betty, who is the help, and she is going to have a family member in one of the houses that the vindictive Stanley shuts down without any care or empathy whatsoever, because he's a soulless sociopath of some sort, who gets off on watching people suffer for some reason. I don't know. I'm not saying all sociopaths are like that, but this one is just like, does it to see reaction because he doesn't care. What else? So they have they breed. Alfonso breeds them with so Bunnie likes poodles, so she thought about breeding them herself, but she's real sweet to the dogs, but she also hates having to do it. So she has Alfonso do it with like some helper or something, and Betty. And Betty, when the house closes down, her family goes homeless or something like that, and she sets a plan in motion to take down the family. What is her last name, by the way?
The family's last name?
Yeah. Branigan. What's her name? Bunnie Branigan?
Sure.
So Bunnie Branigan and the family clan. So Stanley Branigan.
The family Branigan.
Poppy Branigan. Alfonso. The fuck slut.
The fuck slut.
Not slut-shaming fucking Alfonso.
Fuck slut
He's a
Branigan.
fictional character. Okay, he's not real.
Alfonso.
He may fuck dogs, but we're not sure yet. No, he's not. I don't know. I feel like there should be some bad humor in there. But anyway, okay, so she gets some sort of like solution from somebody that she knows who works in science or something like that.
How about her daughter that got evicted from this apartment complex is like a chemistry major or some shit.
Works in she's an intern or something.
Yeah, she's an intern at some lab or some shit.
Right. Okay. It's some like big corporate lab or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they steal some of the solution or whatever that's supposed to cause like whatever it is, and they think it's just going to fuck up their hair and make it fall out, but it actually not only makes it fall out and like be patchy, because I feel like it'd be funny if the poodles were all patchy and like
the hair turned different colors.
Yeah, and it's almost like a steroid, so it kind of like amps them up a little bit.
They're all like misformed.
Right.
One big leg and one tiny leg.
You think? Well, they should be able to run, though.
Well, they could still run.
Well, they roll more like.
Run harder with the big leg.
They just pogo around on one leg, Brittany.
Yes. Boing, boing.
It might be a little too specific, but yeah.
It's fine.
I think one should be. That's fine. I'm down with that.
Pogo would be hilarious. In the background, it's all bouncing around.
I think it'd be kind of funny if like the dog was running and it just fell because of that one short leg at some point in the movie. But yeah, so they like infect all these. They do it to make their coat nice, but she puts this solution in there that they put under the skin or something like that, and it causes these dogs to go fucking crazy. And like they go from mild, happy temperament to
batshit fucking crazy.
Right, like really aggressive, but it gets worse and worse as time goes on. So they like, like they'd be funny. And she maybe it kicks off when they have like some sort of fundraiser in the backyard, and they're having some sort of like, who's who,
the dog show.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that would be kind of funny.
They're gonna have a killer dog show. It's gonna be great. Literally, killer dog
it's
show.
Be killer, bro. So wait, they have a dog show in their backyard, you think?
Yeah, to show off their new
breed. Yeah.
And Alphonse gets to wear a sparkly tuxedo.
Okay.
After he fucks the pool boy.
Yeah, he keeps like smacking the bartender or the waitress.
Pinching the butt.
Yeah, pinching the waitress's or the waiter's butt or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Hilarious.
I think it'd be funny if he got caught at some point in time too.
She feeds him to the dog because that'd be hilarious.
She knows about it and then lets him die because of, you know what I mean? Like Bunnie. Fucking hate that name. I'm sorry. And like, no offense. Like, I'm sure there's some fucking sweet old lady out there that's just like, oh, you're totally Bunnie. But like, I'm thinking of Bunnie in the other sense. You know what I mean? You fucking bitch.
I'm thinking of Bunnie in the other sense.
So what's some funny deaths that we could come up with in this story when they have this dog show in the backyard? They have a big backyard. They have everything set up like you would at a dog show, only it's like really fancy, like everybody's drinking champagne and
okay, so the first one should be the dog's just gonna come out.
Pedals.
And Pedals. Pedals is gonna come out. And he's going to do his little strut down the doggy show runway, right?
Yeah.
And then he's going to lift his leg up and start pissing on someone in the crowd, and his pee is acid.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
And then the guy just like...
There's got to be some disgruntled...
screaming and writhing in pain because he's burning.
Maybe Betty's like making underhand comments while it's happening, like... Dog's got a fucking diamond goddamn necklace. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't even get enough to fucking feed my fucking family. You know what I mean?
She should be saying that shit while she's injecting the dogs, though.
Yeah.
Or putting the solution in place of the regular one.
Maybe Pedals is a little nippy at her for some reason, but nobody else.
Her,
yeah, and like Bunnie, there's like a moment earlier on where Bunnie's like, oh, honey, you're being too rigid with him. You know, just let him be... You know, just give him the medicine, and it yips at him, and it's always like fucking with her. So it's like she's like talking mad shit on Pedals, and then
Does Pedals pee on her then?
I think yeah.
Pedals acid pisses on Betty.
No, not Betty. Betty's the worker that caused
That's
all
who
this.
you're talking about.
Yeah, but I think she should stay. I think she should be kind of like the main focal point because she's kind of like the interesting part of the whole story, not just like a background fodder.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like somehow she gets
You were
entangled.
confusing me by having her talk shit about the dogs. So I was like, so are we killing her? What are we doing?
No. I just mean like she's talking shit about the dogs because she always has to take care of them. And so like, I'm just saying while she's like, they're prancing the fucking thing around and it's all like perfect and shit. Some of the like help her like making fun of the dogs and stuff behind everybody's back, you know, just, it's the classist thing. Like I'm trying to make it like upper class versus lower class. That's that thing again. But yeah, so she pisses on whose leg? Who are we going to say?
Random person.
Just a random, maybe like a judge,
Sure.
you know,
Judge or just a random person in the audience.
maybe it's not right away. Maybe it's slowly. Like they put water on it to try to clean it off and their hands start melting and their legs starts melting. Because I feel like we need to really punch this party in the face with some rabid suburban poodles. You know what I mean? That fucking start annihilating people and start breaking out of their cage and ripping people
I feel
apart.
like rapid acid dog piss would do that.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But I think maybe at the same time, there's like some indoor activity where the dogs that are still like in cages or something like that break out, kill somebody in the party or maybe a help. What do you think?
They can kill the pool boy.
Well, why would he be there? They're having a party.
He just cleaned the pool. He just fucked the husband.
Don't they come when there's
I don't
no
know.
events?
Who knows?
They just all hanging out at
I
this
can't
house.
afford a pool boy. Or
Everybody
a pool.
just lives there.
Yeah. Who fucking knows? They all live in a shack in the backyard.
Well, but I think it should be like somebody that work or like is it that at the event like that goes inside. Maybe he like spits at a dog or something like that. He doesn't like dogs.
Yeah, there we go.
You know what I mean? He's kind of drunk. Some drunk rich guy.
Maybe he throws up on it.
He's like he's only there because his wife wants to be there or something, or his daughter or something, or maybe his son, and he's just like, you know, kicking dogs and shit like that, and it comes back to bite him literally. You know what I mean? Not figuratively. But how does he die? Like, what would be a good way to kill him? Like maybe where he like gets attacked and then he crawls out bloody from a fucking door and people start screaming, and that's when things like all these dogs like come out and like they're all growling at everybody and everybody's like panicking and they're all taking, you know,
selfies.
Well, maybe that too, but
Videos.
like I feel like they would be like running into other people's houses and stuff and like trying to get away. And then there's like people on golf carts trying to get away, and one of them like grabs the neck of somebody and rips them off the fucking golf cart.
Yeah, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. Get the fuck this, stop this thing up. Hey, you go fuck yourself, poodles. Huh? Oh shit.
Pure poodlemonium.
Poodle mania.
Poodlemania. I like poodlemonium. Poodlemonium.
Monday. It's Poodle Mania.
It's complete poodlemonium.
But I want it to be like chaos. So we got to like come up with some funny shit that would like be cool kills that we could do. Maybe they like try to outsmart the dogs and the dogs outsmart them. Things like that. You know what I mean? Like kind of like ironic things. You know, I don't know. Like all their bad decisions come back to bite them. You know what I mean? Kind of attitude. So the guy who's inside, who's drunk, gets attacked. He's been mean to the dogs before. They remember it, only they're amped up on this fucked up drug that is causing them to go crazy and losing their hair and shit. I think it'd be even funny too to have one of the judges petting the dogs, because you know how they like kind of
the hair comes off. In their hands?
It comes off on their hand and it's all like sticky. You know what I mean? And it's growling when it's petting, and he's like, calm down. No, it's okay, you know. But the guy inside who's kind of mean to the poodles anyway, he's like drinking, like going through the fridge or something like that. Just kind of like pissing all over the floor. Doesn't even care. He's just like a rich asshole. Being an asshole to the help and shit like that. Maybe he's like going through the fridge and you just see like he shuts the door and there's one of those dogs just standing there. Right. Yes. Because they shoot from the other side of the door and you see the dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Pooch, you want to fucking get punched in the face? You piece of shit. You know what I mean? Well, he probably wouldn't talk like that.
No.
You punch a fucking piece of shit, dog. I'm rich.
Are we in Jersey now? Where are we?
Who the fuck are you, dog? I'll fucking sell your fucking necklace, you stupid piece of shit. I'll give my wife your necklace, you dumb butt. And the dog growls and then jumps at him and fucking grabs his neck. And he's like fucking hitting it with shit. Like it's like just going at him though. And then he tries to like go outside and he breaks through the glass and it pulls him inside the house over the glass. So it's like cutting up his front. Do you know what I mean? Like shards of glass.
That'd be cool.
You know what I mean? Maybe it peels back his skin up to his neck and people are like panicking and freaking out. And that's when everybody starts running.
I like the idea of someone running to a golf cart and like taking off on a golf cart and a dog just all like knocks him right off of it. And you just hear like a person disappears from frame and the golf cart crashes into a pool or something. Like it's stupid.
I think it would be funny if like one of them like was like it'd be like one of the poodles was like chasing after them and they were like, come on honey, we gotta get out of here, you know what I mean? They were like, what, a golf cart, I can run faster than this, get in.
Get in.
Floors it and it's like
all 2 miles an hour. Like
one of the dogs grabs onto the dude's arm and it's like shaking it and he fucking punches it and it's like and then he's like speeding away, looking back, like flicking it off kind of thing. Like, fuck you. Never liked these parties anyway. And then fucking like 3 poodles are like in the road. Like they come out, like one's in the middle. And he's like, move, Pooch. Move.
Move, Pooch.
We'll get out of the way. And then 2 more come out from the sides. And then like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's poodle mania.
he goes to charge after them, and then like one leaps through the thing, grabs him by the neck, and then like chomps his neck off. And then the cart's still going down the street with his head gone.
That'd be cool.
Like I know this is kind of ridiculous.
Aimlessly, and then just hits a fucking fire hydrant.
What if it? No, what if it actually just keeps driving in circles?
Because his head winds up on like the brake or something.
Yeah, like somehow, like it's still like because he's dead.
Stupid.
I think
there should
that's
be a
funny.
dog on it also riding in circles. The dog's all. I
think it'd be funny because like at some point one of the family members or something, they're like running down the street, or maybe like Betty and some of her friends. Because I think it'd be Betty. It's circle around Betty, a couple of her work buddies who are the help, Bunnie, Stanley, Poppy, and Alfonso. I think at this time, when all this shit breaks loose, though, Alfonso is trying to fuck somebody at the party, like the waiter, and she finds him in the window, and she's before all this stuff takes off, and she tries to keep herself composed. She's like, that motherfucker. You know, and then like, but she's kind of sad about it too. And then there's a situation where she leaves the door open and it kills him or something like that. And his love interest or whatever. What do you think?
That'll work.
Like, it's got to be something interesting though. Like, I can't like exactly pinpoint it, but it's got to be a situation where she could have helped him, but doesn't.
What about like it's all this shit started downstairs and then she went upstairs to go find him or something. And then she walks in on him like that. So then she doesn't. She doesn't say anything and she just leaves the door open. And then maybe she drops.
He's like, get in, shut the door. Like you.
Come get
and then and then she just like the dog leaps at her, but she moves and shuts it in there with him.
Yeah.
And you just hear screaming behind the door.
There we go.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I mean, we could definitely show more. Like, I feel like it should like rip off genitals or something like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
should go right for his dick and rip it off.
oh my god! What if the dog's like swinging around on it like by its mouth?
It only takes like 8 pounds of pressure or something to like remove a penis. So
yeah, but it's funnier if it's like hanging onto it.
Get off of my dick! Oh, my dick! My perfect dick!
Yeah, if like he's like, oh my god,
he's all flinging it like a helicoptering fucking dog.
What if she goes outside or something like that, or walks down the hall and he's like screaming in the background, but you can't really hear him, and blood's like spraying the window as the dog's like swinging around.
And his dick just flies off in the distance.
It hits the window.
Perfect.
Or the dog runs outside with the dick in its mouth.
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
I don't care. Anything
what you got there, Pedals?
Poochie? Pedals. What you got, Pedals?
What are you doing,
Nibs? Is that a dick?
Yeah.
What's a dick? What the fuck?
What's somebody cooking hot dogs around? What's attached to it? Oh my god, there's hair and balls.
That's a dick.
So okay, so now we know, like, you know, Bunnie's also out for herself because she knows, you know. Stanley's still alive. Poppy. Poppy. What if he somehow gets injected with that stuff too? Because they call him Puppy. I don't know. Somehow, like, it just seems kind of ironic, don't you think?
How's he gonna get injected?
It's like oh, what?
It's like Does he like sit on a syringe? Like, how's he gonna get injected with it?
I don't know. Maybe that's too much.
I think that adds too. Yeah.
I think maybe she might want to hold up maybe they get holed up into the basement or something like that they actually have to like keep the dogs out and they're trying to dig through the walls and shit like that. And there's like one like Vietnam vet fucking like neighbor who's like really old, who's like out there like pumping rounds and fucking poodles and shit.
Throwing grenades.
How you doing, Henry? Killed about 5 of them. Haven't seen this much action since Vietnam. He's just popping them right there, you know what I mean? Hell yeah! Suits on, motherfuckers! Take that, kibbles and bits all over the fucking place! God damn! Fuck you fucking piece of shit! Poodle? More like a puddle! Ain't no goddamn motherfucking poodles coming up in here! And so he's kind of like the guy that's in, what is it called? Tremors.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he's like the well-prepared kind of guy, but he's also a little bit older. It'd be kind of funny if he was like in a wheelchair
He's
thingy.
gonna be played by Clint Eastwood.
What if he's in like one of those little like scooters
Fucking electric
and he's
scooter.
pumping them and shit with
He's
the
in
fucking...
a jazzy.
Yeah. This is getting out of control. But it's funny, just picture
He's
it.
all in a fucking jazzy that has a cart attached to it that has all his weapons in it.
And he's got like full like military getup suit.
Perfect.
Like even like he's even got like not even like the fatigues or anything like that. Just like the fucking the war medals fucking jacket.
And shit, like, on hand.
Yeah, he's like, I fought 7 tours in Vietnam.
Missing an eyeball. Like, who knows?
And he's kind of like a hero, but he gets killed. Like I feel like it needs
Totally
to be
gonna get killed.
right.
They're gonna run his jazzy into the pool or something. I don't know.
And his wife, his name is Marcia.
Marsha.
And he's like, Marcia, get the fuck in the house. What are you doing out here, Charles?
Charles.
Charles.
See, this works for Stanley. Like,
oh
what are you
yeah.
doing out here, Stan?
What are you doing out here, Charles?
I like Charles. That works.
And he's like, get the fuck back in, God damn it, Marcia, you're gonna get fucking killed out here. He's like riding around, popping them and shit.
Just then, dog attack.
She's gotta have a pretty big kennel then, I guess, you know, of dogs. Like, how many dogs are we talking about?
It's her whole basement.
Yeah, maybe like 20, 30 dogs.
But then it's every other neighborhood dog, too.
Oh, yeah. What if they bite and they infect
Perfect.
dogs only? Like,
Yep.
it doesn't transmit to humans.
Just dogs.
Just dogs. And so, yeah, that's awesome. Like...
So now everybody else's dogs are infected, so it's just there's a bunch of dogs
Right.
running aimlessly, killing
There's
people.
gotta be like weird little like doggy things that you could do. Like maybe they put like they incorporate some sort of doggy doors, like kills in the doggy door.
He's just like pulling people through doggy
Right.
doors.
You know what I mean? You gotta have stuff like that. They also have to have like
drowning you in their water dish.
or like the shock collar shit. Like you know how those people have the underground
Maybe
wire?
that just makes them bigger. If they try and use a shock collar to like stop them or something, maybe it just makes them get larger.
Okay. You think?
Or makes them electrified. I don't know.
Maybe they just like walk over the line like nothing.
It's like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah, and it's just like even when they're getting attacked, you can hear it going off like
And then it shocks the person at the same time.
Right. Well, I don't know if it's that sharp like that. Have you ever felt one of those?
Yeah, they hurt.
They do hurt. It's got like those 2 prongs.
They hurt.
I don't even
fucking
think they
hurt.
sell them anymore because it's
No, they
inhumane.
do. They definitely do.
Do they really?
Yes.
Huh. I don't know, just stuff like that. I think it would also be funny to add like a scene where a family's on vacation and they have one of those like doggy monitors that is on the food so that it like dispenses the food, and you can also say hello to your pet when it's feeding time and shit. Do you know what I'm talking about? And then
They, like tune in to like check on their
right.
dog,
And when
it's,
they
like,
tune
eating a
in,
person.
they see the fucking babysitter and the kid dead, like being chewed on next to the thing. You know what I mean? Or it carries the child's arm
Perfect.
in front of it.
And it all stops and looks at the camera.
It's just like little fun stuff like that, I think.
This is fine. Then they're playing fucking fetch with a human head.
Did we ever come up with a name for Bunnie's ex-husband?
Bunnie has an ex-husband.
Yeah, remember? She has kids with them, and Alfonso's just the arm candy.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
What would be a good name for the father?
Richard.
Richard. Okay, that sounds good. I like that.
Dick.
He's a huge dick. Maybe Richard had left a few weapons at the house, or like some unregistered weapons in this vault because he had to create a new vault or something like that. And when they go into the basement, that's when Bunnie's like, you know, I fucking hate Richard for this, but he always was prepared.
He always was a dick.
Yeah, and so she puts her like eye in a scanner, and it's like the floor comes down, and there's like this.
It opens up, and a sea of poodles come out.
Yeah, right. It's this whole big wall of America.
Fuck yeah!
It plays like the national anthem when it fucking opens
So
up.
please rise.
That's fucking great.
Move your hats and please rise for the national anthem.
And then she's like drinking a fucking gin, or like a gin and tonic.
I thought
or like
it
a
was gonna be
martini or something.
The LaCroix water.
I think it would be funny if she's just constantly drinking martinis. Yeah. Like this is how she tolerates life. Kind of like
fucking hammered all the time.
Yeah.
Sucking. I mean, the bitch, that's me. That's fine.
Or maybe
hammered all the time.
Yeah,
Sucking
I think
on olives. I'm fine with that.
I think it would be funny, but I think it would be kind of funny if Bunnie was kind of badass a little bit, like
if we do that, she can never put down the martini glass.
right.
She always has to have a half full martini glass.
What if she gets it knocked out of her hand at one point in time, and that's when she gets pissed?
Yes. Perfect.
You know what I mean?
And she kills someone with it.
So
Betty,
the helper who caused all this, has to somehow, this all has to come back to her, and she's got to like choose to save the family or not.
I was gonna say, like, Bunnie just comes across when they threw away the bottle or whatever that has the laboratory, and she knows that Betty's daughter works there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, like just throw it in the regular trash or something, and in the chaos, all the trash got spilled, and she finds it. So then she's able to link it to her.
Okay, and so like there's a moment where Bunnie is about to shoot her, and she's holding the gun and the martini, and somehow a dog gets through the wall or something in the basement, or somehow gets in and knocks the martini out of her hand, or is about to. That's what it is. The dog goes to bite her, and Betty kicks the dog or something like that to save her, but it knocks her martini out, and then they bond over that moment kind of thing.
She's like, "No, I'm gonna get you a fresh one, Miss Bunnie."
Yeah, like she realizes like it was never intended to kill people. It was just to make their hair fall out. And she didn't realize that it was gonna this like extremely unstable batch of fucking like hair tonic or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah.
Mutant poodles.
This is fucking nuts, dude.
Grow
like
human legs.
I hope we're making Mike Saga proud right now. I hope he's gonna be in town here, by the way.
No, he was on a flight today.
Is that what it was? Yeah. So I hope he's happy. He's gonna be like, oh,
bro, bro.
He'll be happy. He can listen to it on his way back. Suck it, Saga. You should have been here.
Dude's hilarious.
So they come up with a plan. They settle their differences. They realize she was like, it was just supposed to make their hair fall out. She was like, you're gonna make my fucking breeding. And this is it? You killed everyone at this party. Some of them I don't like. And thank you for that.
Yeah.
But you killed everyone else. Oh, Alfonso, wait. His dick got ripped off. That's right.
That's right. This is fair.
So what about, we got to do something with Stanley and Poppy, like somehow that is kind of like maybe Stanley's kind of a dick to the other people that are surviving because there's people they don't like. Maybe there's like a friend who shouldn't have been at the party that was invited and she didn't invite and she hates them. And then like maybe Stanley is like secretly trying to, or like tries to poison somebody, or you know what I mean? Something going on, some extra little story. And then as that's going on, they're trying to devise a plan and he tries to like stab her in the back, essentially, you know, in some way. Not like literally. And they kill, in a scuffle, maybe kill Poppy. Yeah. But it's got to be a funny death. Maybe he's like chasing a ball or something. That's terrible.
He's chasing a ball and gets hit by a truck.
No! Oh my God. Maybe, yeah, maybe when they escape and he tries to like get her alone. Maybe Stanley tries to get Betty alone to kill her for fucking over everybody, and they get into a scuffle, and somehow Poppy crosses the road, and it's fucking Charles, the fucking Vietnam vet.
Oh, so who's Charles?
Right.
There it is.
And he's in a truck or something like that, and walks, and just fucking Poppy just fucking pop right off the fucking front. We always gotta have that in the fucking movies we make, Brittany.
Someone getting hit by a car.
Yeah.
Because it's so fun every time. I don't know. It's like, it's so overused and so brilliant at the same time. Like, I don't care.
What if, like...
Anytime anyone steps anywhere near a road, I'm like, you're going to get hit by a bus.
Wouldn't it be funny, though, if, like, he hits him, runs over him, and stops the car, and he's like, get in! And get in!
It's all just twitching.
You just ran over my son. Yeah, I'm saving your ass.
Get in the car.
Yeah.
Fuck your kid. Yeah. He was stupid anyway.
So maybe they figured out, maybe he's got to get into his basement to get the flamethrower that he's been building.
Of course he has a flamethrower.
You know what I mean? Charles has the fucking flamethrower, and he's got the fucking, maybe it'd be funny because he's in this like van or something like that with the fucking, the seat that goes up. You know what? Oh, that's what it is. He has one of those ones where the cart fits in and then has like a little elevator in it. And they try throwing it out. He's like, you better not fucking lay a hand on my death machine or whatever the fuck.
Handicap van.
Yeah. Like it goes in the back. They're like, can we just throw this chair out? We're driving away, aren't we? He's like, hell no, we're going to burn these motherfuckers alive. So they devise a plan to like, you know, maybe like the Critters way where they like get some sort of poor schmuck to fucking like be the, like bait. The meat, the bait. But is that dumb?
No. It could be
should they live or should they die?
I want them to get stuck in
mutilated
Charles's basement or something. And then they're just surrounded by rabid poodles. And then Charles is like, fuck it, and sets off like an atom bomb or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Ooh, what if he does have the place rigged to blow in case of a fucking hostage situation? You know what I mean? And he's like, I'm not going down. Shut up, Marsha, and kiss me, you dumb bitch.
You dumb bitch.
I think it would be funny, though, to have them in some moments, though, because it kind of reminds me of like Dick Miller kind of style, like Gremlins. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like him and his wife, kind of like that weird, like, she's like kind of all over the place style, and like he's like, you know, telling her what to do. But yeah, maybe he's rigged the place, and like a couple of them, like maybe Betty and one of the other workers, we'll call him Todd, whatever, is like surviving, and it's Bunnie, Stanley, and
Charles.
Yeah, and like somehow they're all running out, but she like Betty like she's like, I quit, and like kicks him into the fucking basement and then shuts the door and locks it, and the whole place goes up.
Hey, you can't leave us here. We paid you. Oh yeah? Well, I quit.
Do you know what I mean? Like somehow all the poodles go down there and the whole place goes up. He's like, please help me, please. She's like, I quit. Just kicks him in the face, and Todd and her go off. You know, it's
into the sunset.
Right. But then when the police are there, they hear something in the bushes, and you hear a growl, and it's the Rabid Suburban Poodles.
It's the Rabbits Part 2.
Yeah. Inner city poodles.
They all have puppies and chihuahuas.
Yeah.
It's spread to chihuahuas, so now it's like poverty poodles.
I think it would be funny, though. We should add just a few little extra parts about that with other dogs and stuff. Like maybe, dogs fucking or something like that causes something. And maybe there's a litter of puppies after it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that they just get like immediately pregnant, immediately have babies if they have sex or something.
Right. They're like bunnies or something like
Perfect.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're bunnies.
But yeah, I mean, it only transfers from dog to dog. So, but yeah, like maybe like a puppy, like she gets infected and she's got a litter of puppies and she has the puppies. And at the end of the movie, they're like, oh, look, they're kind of, these cute little puppies. You know what I mean? And like nobody knows really what's going on other than Betty and Todd, but they kind of like don't know this yet.
The evil red-eyed
and that's when you hear
winks into the camera.
I think that would be fun. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to come up with like comedy other than just like some random shit.
I just can't wait to see acid pee.
Yeah. I wonder how I could make that up if I can.
Acid pissed on. It's gonna be great.
Do you like that story? Do you think it's
I kind of do. I wouldn't watch it because I don't want to see dogs get hurt. But
I think it would be funny.
Like fuck people, but
well, I mean,
I don't want to see the doggies get hurt.
I would assume that they would be kind of laughably bad, puppety kind of.
Yeah, and they can't actually show a doggy getting hurt.
What?
You can just hear it. You just don't see it.
Well, they can show it. What do you mean?
No.
If it's fake.
No.
Oh, well, too bad. Fucking Charles is
it's
like
a fun story. I think it's hilarious.
Charles is unleashing the fucking Vietnam fury, popping him in the face and shit, and just like as they're running up, he pops him in the chest, and he's got blood all over his face. Like,
God.
Get in! I love that he runs over their child and
great.
just fucking.
We just roll over that moment, like it's just,
like it's no big deal.
no, it's fine. He was stupid anyway.
Yeah, he was stupid anyway. You motherfucker!
Get in the car, bitch.
Do you want to die or come with me?
No, I guess I'll just get in the car. It's fine.
Right.
Whatever. One less mouth to feed.
I mean, we could probably litter this whole movie with a bunch of bad jokes and stuff, I'm sure. But really, this is just kind of like the pitch in a way, the unorganized pitch for you guys to try to like.
I mean, pitch that to Trauma in a heartbeat, they'd pick it up.
Oh my God, probably. But I would want
to hear this and be like, oh my God.
Yeah, but and no offense to Trauma, but I would want this to be taken like seriously in the mom and dad sort of way. You know what I mean? Like they would actually have some budget.
Oh yeah, I love Trauma. Though.
I do too. I'm just saying, like,
so fun.
I would want it to play it straight laced, not over the top.
I get what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but Trauma, if you want to make our movie,
yeah, I mean, we're not going to say no.
let's do it.
Yeah, just contact us at btvcast@gmail.com if you want to buy this movie. We have intellectual property rights to this, and if you use any of it, I'm just kidding.
Kill you.
Seriously,
We'll
though.
turn into a rabid poodle and piss on your face.
But what do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you like the story? Do you like the kills? Do you like some of the humor? Do you like some of the characters? Which characters is more interesting to you? Like, which one would you want us to elaborate on and like really take full force into the whole spectrum? I feel like all the characters could have a little bit more personality if we had more time. But
Petals.
And then are we stuck on the Eat the Rich as the
Kind of like it. Eat or bite.
Rabid Suburban Poodles? Eat the
Either
Rich.
Bite the rich or eat the rich.
Eat the Rich.
I like eat the rich.
Eat the Rich. It wasn't AC/DC or some
I
shit.
don't fucking know. I was just going along with what you were doing.
But yeah, guys, thanks for coming by this week. I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't already seen the trailer for this, please do share it. I would really greatly appreciate that because it helps get the word out. You heard? And it helps us fucking get more fucking individuals that are awesome like you guys who actually like the dumb shit that we come up with and have a laugh or two, you know? It's like we're all sitting down together having a good time. So let's find some more people for a big party.
You actually like the dumb shit we come up with.
But yeah, guys, definitely, if you haven't already, please share this with someone that you think would like the podcast. That always goes a long way. If you are listening to this on any of the sites like Podcast Addict, it doesn't matter. Tune in. If you're listening on Stitcher or iTunes, please give us a rating and review. It goes a long way. I really appreciate that. But next week we will be doing something special for you guys. We got the director and the star of the movie Rotten Tail, and we're going to be doing a review of that. So you guys are going to stick around for that. And well, I hope you have a great weekend. And as always,
Stay weird, monsters.
Listening to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. Tune in every Monday for